Nice to be here tonight, Jeff. Our next guest is Seamus O'Hara. I can't do an Irish accent very well, but
Good.
That's good. Leave it alone.
And so I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah.
But Seamus, tell us a little bit about
EBS Forum.
EBS Forum.
He's too slow. I don't think he thinks he is. He thinks he's at a dinner party.
Jeff Peter, thanks for having me. I
Pass the
appreciate
potatoes. Peter
EBS
Myers.
Forum is a small boutique employee benefits specialist firm that we basically just deal in employee benefits. And now, obviously, with
because that's a big deal.
That's a big deal. I mean, if you're an entrepreneur now and you're starting off a business, obviously your payroll and your healthcare is probably going to be the two biggest expenses you're going to have.
And my alimony. I mean,
so what do you think of the Affordable Care Act?
There's good parts to it. There's bad parts to it.
No,
Obviously,
that's a cop out.
That's a cop out. Let's get the hell out of here quick. You know, let's deal with the good part. Right now, with the setup, there was two parts of it. Obviously, some of the bad part that I think it is that large employers who don't supply healthcare, or they do supply healthcare, but it's not deemed as being affordable. If anybody in their employee or employment goes off and gets on a federally subsidized plan, then there's a penalty that the employer has to pay. That to me is with small businesses is wrong.
Boo. Exactly.
Exactly.
Mr. Small Business.
I'm in
City.
favor of it, I think.
You're a small business owner
That's
too.
one part. The other
That's
part,
true.
obviously, is the creation of the federal exchanges, and it makes healthcare available to everybody. And, you know, since this is entrepreneurial radio, that's a great thing for entrepreneurs. I mean, we call it no more chain to your desk. You have a lot of entrepreneurial ideas in this country, and that's what makes this country great, and what's built this country is small business and entrepreneurs. From their point of view, a lot of people probably have stayed in jobs because of benefits and healthcare. I mean, you know that. Your wife or daughter or something that says, well, I'm going here for the benefits.
We have a personnel reporter, and it's one of the first things people always ask him, what are the benefits?
Exactly.
What's the health care? I actually had somebody approach me this week from a very large national firm who said to me, I want to change jobs, Jeff, but I need to get a really good health care plan. That was, even before he told me what his salary needs were, he told me about the health care plan that he needed.
Right. So now, hopefully, with the federal exchange programs, they can go and do it themselves. And if they're not reaching a certain amount of income level, it'll also get subsidized. And therein is a good part of it. So it'll, as I say, we call it the factor of no more chain to your desk. That it gives people the opportunity to go out and either work for themselves or change companies, and the healthcare isn't a big opportunity, or a chain to their old desk or whatever.
So how did you come to this business?
Give us a little Seamus background.
Yeah,
Seamus background.
that's the point.
Well, many moons ago, when I was back in Ireland, there was a couple of us.
You're from Ireland.
I'm from Cork in Ireland.
What do you think that was, an Asian accent?
I'm from the Republic of Cork. There's a saying in Cork: you leave Ireland and you go to Cork. It's called the Rebel County.
It's sort of like Cambridge in Massachusetts.
Exactly. So there was a few of us used to have a leased a bar at
Come
one
on,
time.
get to
That's
the
a
good
shocker.
story. Tell the story that everybody wants to hear.
Well, so there was a small little group that couldn't get bookings in Dublin, so they came to Cork because we were booking rock and roll bands at the time. And it was initially, this guy came down, and I was in school with one of the principals in this, and he called me and said, Seamus, can you get us a booking in Cork? So we booked him. And
So you were doing entertainment
Peter,
booking.
hold on, Peter. Let him finish.
So we originally booked this small little band that couldn't get bookings in Dublin, and it turned out that they started off and they were called U2.